Hey there, y'all, and welcome to today's Daily Down and Dirty. My name is Fairlight. Welcome to Airy Fairy Tarot. Also a special little hey, Malazine, my special girl. All right, so the message today, you guys, is some deep stuck energy. So I feel like I've done this message already, but it's a little deeper. So in palm reading, we come across what I call, or what my guides call, trauma locks, and it's indeed that. It's where, you know, we were traumatized as children, or even later than that, and so it kind of fragments a piece of us, and we lock it away with the trauma. And then when we're in the process of healing, we have to unlock those locks and confront the shadows of who those fragmented pieces of ourselves. And the answer is love. The answer is always love. And so we start with the Ace of Cups, Ace of Summer, but it was sideways. And so, you know, I take sideways cards to mean process. And I would like to say we're always wanting to turn them in the direction of flow. And with it being cups, again, it's flow. And so the reason why I feel like I'm repeating a reading, because it seems like I recently did a reading about having stuck energy. Pardon me. I'm a thirsty lady. Stuck energy, but this goes fucking deep. It really looks like it's childhood trauma. We've got the Five of Cups reversed, which is, to me, that's grief, you know, or I guess to anybody, that's grief. It's about moving on, but it's reversed. And so I'm just taking it, I'm taking, it's like every card is fucking reversed. And so I just feel that it's all in process right now. So we've got the Five of Wands reversed, the King of Pentacles reversed, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and then also the Nine of Cups reversed. So again, it feels like fucking stuck energy, especially with this Wheel of Fortune reversed after all of these. And the reason why I just feel like it's childhood trauma, because we've got this couple right here. So whether, you know, your mom and dad are together or whatever, it just feels like this is mom and dad not valuing you, them both being of Pentacles, and they're a divine match. So again, whether they were together when you were growing up or not, or whether they're still together or whatever it is, this could be current energies. Maybe you're confronting this in present time, and this isn't so, but still, you know, it has roots. It is rooted in childhood trauma. And so it just feels stuck. The Five of Wands reversed, these two parents, it feels like reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And it feels like you can't move into this Nine of Cups happiness energy until you've dealt with the grief of it and allow your cup to be filled. So let's start breaking it down. It looks like with this Five of Wands reversed, you're not even allowed to compete. And, you know, should family even be a competition? Like, and it feels like because these two people are Pentacles, it feels like maybe they're very materialistic people or something. Their values, it's like it doesn't matter what's in your heart, and maybe it doesn't even matter what's in your mind. They value money, or they value titles, or they value something like that. And so whatever it is, it feels like it's just a feeling of not good enough. You can't even compete with it. It's like no matter what you do, you're just not good enough. And man, if this like resonates, I'm fucking sorry, man. And I relate to this too. And I'm fucking sorry. And so how do we get this energy unstuck? Because it feels like what I want to say is it's a process. And when we're releasing those trauma locks, we're at least looking at it. And like, and even though there's no swords cards here, this feels like you didn't even have a voice to advocate for yourself. You didn't even have a voice. You couldn't even compete. You couldn't even fight back, because there was just such a fucked up energy. And you know, I feel like, and what I've received is that self-worth is at the root of addiction. And so addiction can be codependency, addiction can be substance abuse, addiction can be all sorts of things, you know, sex, you know, food, whatever. You guys, we don't have to list all the things we could be addicted to, but So I do feel like, one is don't look in these mirrors anymore. If you need to tell these people to fuck off, tell them to fuck off, and or just cut them out of your life. If this is the mirror that you keep getting, get out of that mirror. Get out of that mirror. And I want to pull another card. Usually I like to have it laid out in front of me, but sometimes the cards just and really I'm feeling this Five of Pentacles. Okay. Well, I'm feeling, or not Five of Pentacles. Wow. But it feels like a Five of Pentacles. Fuck. And that's low self-esteem. So we have this Five of Cups energy reversed. And it just kind of feels like it's time to turn your back on things. I gave away my new deck because a sister, they were a match. And, but I really liked the imagery of the Eight of Cups, where it shows a burning bowl and the girl's walking away. And so it feels like this Five of Cups needs to become the Eight of Cups, and you need to just turn your back on the grief and just walk towards what's going to fill your cup, and that's this Ace of Cups right here. So it really feels like start looking to what is going to nourish you. When I pulled a card, we got the Magistrate. So that's, what is the Magistrate in this deck? Would that be Justice? I guess it would be Justice, huh? Although, yeah, I guess it would be Justice. I've been doing this so long, I don't know what the numbers are. Fuck. But it just feels like, you don't need anyone to validate you, especially not these fucking people. Because they're not going to. So stop waiting for them to suddenly recognize your worth. It looks like this is a toxic, these are toxic people, and their values are in the wrong place. And you can't look to toxic people with fucked up values to suddenly validate you at a deeper spiritual level. And that's what it feels like. It feels like you're a much deeper, more loving person. And maybe, the accolades and the money and the titles and whatever didn't come to you because you're here to break that generational curse. Because it seems to be a real boomer fucking thing about just valuing these surface level, superficial bullshit things. And it's like, well, what about me? I'm here. Like, can't you just fucking appreciate me? And so I just feel like this is like you taking some time to evaluate and to recognize these people are fucked up. You don't need to prove anything to them. It's time for you to love yourself. So it feels like a strong call for loving yourself. Recognize the grief, and also recognize that the walking away has to be you. The validation has to come from you, in recognizing it's okay to recognize their beliefs are fucked up. Their values are fucked up. And whether you decide to speak your truth or not, it's just time to fill your cup. And so then we've got this Page of Pentacles. So really, I like that. So it feels like the antidote is to invest in yourself. So if you have an idea, invest in it. If you have an opportunity or whatever it is, something to plant your own roots in your own worthiness. So it really feels like start planting seeds. And it's not even about you don't have anything to prove. This doesn't have to be an entrepreneurship. This doesn't have to be anything like that. It's just rooting yourself into your own self-love. It feels like investing in something that you really love about yourself. I always want to say nature, but not everybody loves nature like I do. But maybe spending time with some water, or in the mountains, or at the ocean, or with some trees, or whatever. It's just whatever can nourish you. And I feel like maybe some sort of idea may be coming through, but really it just feels like invest in your happiness. And once you open up, it feels like a spiritual thing. So it feels like opening up, maybe learning to balance your chakras, sitting with the earth, or taking up some sort of a spiritual practice to align you to your truth and your love. And it feels like once you allow this divine love to flow through you, and divine love is you loving yourself, then we'll turn this Nine of Cups right side up. And then you'll understand that when you open yourself up to joy and happiness, then happiness will flow a lot more freely. And when you cut those people out of your mirror, when you cut those people out of the whole reflective experience, and and you just start looking in the mirror and loving what you see and investing in you, then it will flow. And it feels like, again, we go from stuck energy to flow. And then I just want to say, once it starts flowing, you'll start noticing that your whole paradigm changes. Your experiences change. And what's mirroring you is going to be things turning in your favor. All right, that was a lot, but I hope that helps somebody. Peace and love until next time.